This video is brought to you by Big Bad Toy Store. Make your purchases through my personal link in the description to help out the channel. Furthermore, if you want to support me more directly, you can check out my YouTube channel membership for fun emojis and sneak peeks, or my Patreon. Links in the description. So before we begin, a little bit of backstory as to why I'm making this video. So Netflix Sandman just dropped, and I am so tempted to just binge the entire thing, but I'm also really behind on a video. So that, coupled with that my day job has me working from 12 to 8 for 4 days in a row now, doesn't really give me much time to work on a video. So I told myself that if I make this video, I can then binge Sandman. So yeah, this is what we're gonna do. So first off, before we begin, a little comparison here. This is the original Toy Biz Jonah Jameson figure back from 2002, I think, and this is the new, is it Far From? No, I think it's No Way Home, actually, a figure by Hasbro. And let me just say that I think this is really good, but I think this is the better sculpt. Like, this head sculpt just screams Jonah Jameson. This sorta, I don't know, it looks like J.K. Simmons quite a lot, but it just doesn't exude the same amount of personality as this figure does. And I know there is an alternate head which also has a really good likeness, but I don't know, this one is just perfect. I do think the hands are a little bit too big, and I mean, I could probably swap them, to be honest. Are these articulated? Yeah, they are. So, you know, I could just straight up swap them, but that's not the subject of this video. So a lot of people would like a more normal looking Jonah Jameson instead of J.K. Simmons's normal, like, bald look. So I'm gonna sculpt some hair onto him, and we'll see how that turns out. So just gonna make some milliputs here. So I got my milliput here, and let's get to sculpting. So the thing is here, I don't want the hair to be like too high. So let's start with, like, give it an overall shape, like so. I want it to be like quite square as well, because you don't want the hair to like droop too much in the back here. Then we'll try to sort of make the seamless connection to the already sculpted hair on him. I'm actually quite happy that this bit here is already sculpted, because that would be the hardest bit of the hair to sculpt. So Jameson has a pretty distinct widow's peak, and I think, like, okay, so general shape completed. Now we like, kind of looks like a sort of pompadour haircut, like Kuwabara from Yu Yu Hakusho at the moment. Now I'm just trying to make the clay as flush to the hair sculpt as I can. I'm probably gonna have to use a second layer of clay after I do, like, the like general shape of it. Okay, so it's not perfect, it's a bit uneven, but it's a good start, so we'll just let this clay dry for now. Okay, so the clay has now dried, and comparing, I just realized I could use this as a frame of reference. So this needs to be taken back a bit, because as you can see here, it needs to be a more natural, like, line. So, yeah, I think we stop just straight up cutting it off here. I think it's still too much. Also, this should be even straighter. So it should sort of go in, and then it should jut back out. Yeah, something more to that effect. But now I'm gonna have to add even more clay to it. So, got some additional clay now. So, this is the step where we sort of fine-tune the sculpt we already have. Because, like, the basic shape is pretty good, but we just need to do some additional fine-tuning. Okay, so I've reached a point now where I think the sculpt is pretty good. I mean, it's not perfect, but it's about as good as I'm willing to make it. Because honestly, I have my perfect Jameson here already, but, you know, this was like a neat little side project. So we're gonna paint it up, and then maybe I'll like it even more after that. So we're gonna take this Vallejo flat brown, very well used, and we're just gonna get on to painting. So this is, I can already tell, the wrong shade of brown. It needs to be darker, but I'm probably going to give it a wash as well. So, yeah. And I don't really know why I painted like down the sides there, because they're going to be grey, but oh well. And now I'm gonna mix these two here, German black brown and the same flat brown I was using earlier. Actually, this is actually the base for the hair. I painted it off screen because this was a bit too light. But I'm gonna mix these two, and then I'm gonna do like a slight dry brush. So just to create some different tones in the hair. There we go. So this is pretty much complete now, and you know, I'm happy with it. I'm happy with how it turned out, and I do think it looks pretty good. I could have, you know, put some more effort into it, but as just like an experiment, I think this is good enough. But yeah, I still don't like it quite as much as I like this one. I don't know what it is about the Toy Biz one. It just captures the characters so well. And this is good, but I don't know. This is just perfect. So, yeah. Thank you for watching, and hope you enjoyed.
Only a coward conceals his identity. Only a coward hides his true intentions. Rest assured, ladies and gentlemen, this reporter will uncover those intentions, come hell or high water.